Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss some of the best distilleries by state. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Agley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Ryan Thompson, and Vaughn Nieters.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello, guys.
Hey, so yes, we're going to be talking about something that McNew reposted in the Crew Club Facebook page. It's not anything that any of our members did or anything like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely stole that from another group.
Yeah, that's from another group. And it's this little project he's got where he has a map of the United States and he's putting the logo on the state of the one that he feels is the best distillery by state. And of course, it fosters a lot of conversation. So we're going to be talking about not necessarily his map. We're going to be talking about the idea, and are there some states where we can lock in and say, yes, this is by far the best distillery in that state. This one should be locked in for that one. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, Ryan said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
There's a unique phenomenon going on in the sky while we record this. And I had this as a topic I wanted to discuss, and then some of our members here went out and took a look real quick, unbeknownst that it was going to be a topic, but the Northern Lights, I guess, are happening across the U.S. Right now as we record. I always thought you had to go to Iceland or Greenland or somewhere exotic to check them out, which I've always wanted to do. I never have had a chance. But now I guess they're coming to us here in America.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's still a little light here while we record in Colorado, but you guys are a little farther east. Sounds like you might have had an opportunity to go check them out. And I was wondering, is it cool? Is it neat? Are you guys into it? Is there any other world, earthly phenomena, universe phenomena that you're kind of into? And we had the eclipse a month ago. I didn't see squat from that.
That was a disappointment.
Yeah.
The previous one was killer. No,
I was in totality of this eclipse, and it was really fucking cool. So, in the totality line, it was great.
And so did it really get dark as night?
It did. And so like people were taking pictures of the eclipse, but I took pictures of like our pond and our yard, and there were shadows. It was like 2 p.m. and there were shadows in the yard, and it just looked really freaking cool.
I can see McNew just dipping little veggies into ranch dressing, just watching the eclipse. I don't eat
ranch. Ranch.
Yes, you do. You love ranch.
Ranch can go fuck itself. No. I hate ranch.
So I have a question about the Northern Lights.
She loves ranch.
Pass over the ranch with McNew argument.
McNew loves ranch, but she acts like she hates it.
Yeah. How is it that we can see them here now? Like,
great question.
What is going on?
So what happened with the aerial borealis is what the name of that is.
Areola.
The areola borealis. I don't know. Have no clue.
You're close enough, Steve. We all know what you're
Sure,
talking
sure.
about.
I have no idea why you could see it now. I thought that you could only see it in certain places, and now it's like apparently you can see it anywhere as long as the conditions are right or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them being you're able to see them in the U.S. This is a first to me.
Anchorage,
I don't know.
Alaska, you can.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot, and I think the boundary. If you're in Minnesota and go to the boundary waters on the Canadian border, you can see them from there.
Boundary waters. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
So
boundary
they're a
waters.
northern thing, right? Northern
Yeah.
lights.
Northern Lights.
Well, not us.
Northern Lights. Yeah, Northern
Yeah.
Lights.
We are.
I mean, we don't see it as much as they do up there. You know,
This is
not as
true.
prominent.
This is true.
Okay, here's what is going on.
Okay.
According to the Internet Machine,
Sure.
Oh
a
no, not zombies.
geomagnetic storm caused by solar eruptions could make the lights visible further south.
Those were the eruptions. That caused that.
For those of you above the age of 12, the predicted viewing line barely includes Kansas City and St. Louis and sweeps up through the northwest corner of Kansas.
Oh.
The farther north you go, the better view you get.
The broad strokes you get with that. So, yeah.
No, I mean they see them. Bo Cumberland got photos. So people
I don't know what happened there.
got photos.
Bo Cumberland's all over it. But he just went to Google and pulled images down.
Took pictures of
Look
that.
what I just snapped tonight. Yeah, it's amazing. It's
So,
amazing.
KK, I'm out of luck here in Colorado. This is not happening for me. I'm just.
Well, let me get back to the map.
Not this time. Not this time.
You know what? As a billionaire, you could probably travel
You could have just owned some
to.
your
Fair.
private.
No, Colorado is. It's
I'm
just
sorry.
the very.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
northwest tip. Northeast tip of
Northeast,
Colorado.
yeah, okay. I'm not near that. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, I still think it's neat.
So
I
my
hope
wife got really good pictures of
It
it.
does seem cool.
Oh, that's so bright. You can't see that, can you?
Yeah, you
kind
can
of
see
coming
it.
through a little bit.
Where's
That's
who
your
took
wife
that?
on Nieters?
My wife, right in our driveway. She just
Oh,
sent them to
wow.
me.
That's
Really?
really nice.
Well,
It's
I
like
thought you said you couldn't see it.
teal and purple.
he said he saw
Well,
some
I
purple.
walked outside from a bright room. I saw a little bit of purple, but
Oh, yeah. That was just the drugs, though. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Yeah, the
right.
hallucinogenics. Yeah, well, I got them. Well,
all the NyQuil and
yeah. McNew's been there. She knows all that stuff.
she's muted and she has no idea.
Right.
Any other earthly phenomena like this that we need to chat about? I don't know if there is or not. Besides the
Meeting
eclipse and this, the
aliens.
shooting stars. I don't know. That's not really a
Shooting
phenomenon.
stars. You can't really
No.
plan that, though, right? I mean, that's just happenstance. Just
Well, there
happen
are
to catch you.
some. There are some
Scheduled
Like
ones.
comets.
Meteor
Haley's
showers.
Comet.
meteor
Yeah.
showers. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Sure. Meteor showers.
I think those are cooler than the eclipse.
Yeah.
100%.
You guys,
no doubt.
cool
Well,
part of the eclipse. The eclipse was fucking cool.
Yeah, the 100%. The last time I watched it was totality, and I thought this was going to be like 99.6% or something. I thought it's the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. It's not even close. It's not even worth seeing. You don't even have to go outside. If it's 99.7, forget it. Don't even
I
bother.
think
Yeah,
it was
The
damn near the
100
same.
That line, like it was. I
It
thought
wasn't the same at all. The last
Yeah.
time it got dark, it was literally dark. It got cold like instantly.
It was just as lame both times.
No, it dropped like 15.
No, stop it.
It was really
Stop it.
freaking and cool.
Yeah.
I loved it
Yeah,
actually.
you were like 7 the last time it happened. It was like 5 years ago.
What are you talking about? It was a
It
couple
was a
years
couple
ago.
years ago. You were like 7 back then. You were like,
Right,
"Oh,
yes.
this is lame."
I'm the
Yeah.
one making the eruption noises too.
Yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
hasn't the government pretty much admitted that there are aliens now? What about
Yeah.
meeting an alien? That would be a.
I
Hey.
would love to be an alien.
We might have already. They're living amongst us.
I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
I would hope that if I met an alien, they would be like, "You are so nice and you have good vibes," that they would let me know that they're an alien. I would hope
Okay.
that they would trust me. Like I
Yeah.
get want them to be like not telling other people. I would want them to tell me.
If someone in the ABV network crew, and I'm talking about on-air personalities here at this point, who do you think would be the alien? If there's one alien amongst us, who would be the alien? Wes Harden, I think. I think it's Wes
Great
Harden.
question.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Ryan Thompson. He always looks He always got the same look going on. It's it's
Ageless.
suspicious.
It's ageless,
a little
yeah.
suspicious, huh?
Yeah.
It's sus, as the kids would.
You know what?
Kids say.
He lives the closest to the Denver airport, and they got some weird shit happening.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
It could be
good
the
there.
alien.
Yeah.
Could be the alien. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
good.
Anyone else seem like the alien amongst us?
I think Lenny might be hiding a little something on us.
Lenny, that wouldn't be that surprising, right?
He might be hiding a little something.
Don't you think if he were an alien, he'd be taller?
No, that's
No.
that's why he's so short. He has to be fit in a flying saucer. Yeah. Those things are very, very small. They're much smaller than you think. Yeah.
He's in a valley, a lot of land around him with the peaks all around, so he's kind of secluded in there. And it's a good flying saucer landing zone, I think.
You think so? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fair
Good
enough.
question. We'll ponder that one a little bit. I like that.
Kathy, did you watch that Alien Autopsy when it came out? The Alien Autopsy?
I think so. That was a
Oh
long
yeah, I
time
watched
ago.
that. That was that's why I'm asking you, not
Yeah.
that's why I'm
okay.
asking Von
Okay,
Nieters.
great. Let's establish that I'm old. Yes,
Right.
I think I did, and it was proven to be a hoax.
Right. I remember when it came out, though. I told my dad, I'm like, this. They've got the evidence. Everything is, it's lined up. It's all here. They even checked things like the clock that was in there, and it's appropriate time. It's to the time and all that. My dad was like, that's bullshit. I'm like, well, they wouldn't put it on TV if it was bullshit, buddy.
Right?
Come on, dude, get it together. No. That ultimately, my dad was
The thing
right.
that I remember about television that freaked me out was that movie. What was it called? The Day After, and it was about nuclear war.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be like the real.
Well, here's what's going to happen. Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of those out there now.
Yeah.
Mine was, what was it, like Fact or Fiction, the Unsolved Mysteries show.
Uh-huh.
So I was like 10 when that was on, and my mom worked next to my dad.
Too intense for you. Yeah.
We were doing. So we were watching that like 10 and 9 years old, be like, oh my God, my brother and I were terrified. But we'd watch it every time it was on.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
So
all right.
from scientific, fantastic things to mysteries of
Unsolved mysteries.
Yes.
Unsolved, starring Robert Stack.
Robert Stack.
Yeah.
I hope that's streaming somewhere. I need to go back and revisit those and be like, was this scary or was I 10?
I think you were just 10. That's the problem.
I need to rewatch this.
That show came back out again, not starring Robert Stack. He was gone when they had the reboot, but yeah.
It was
It's kind of interesting. Yeah.
It wasn't good. Like
I liked it enough because I like stories like that. So yeah. I wish they'd bring it back again.
More curious if it's been solved or not.
Yeah, well, sometimes they solved them. Yeah. They had the phone lines open. They'd show you the people with the headsets on, answering stuff.
Good drama.
Yeah. Sure.
Good drama.
Yeah. Update. Unsolved mysteries.
That's right.
I'm Robert Stack. Yeah.
Oh, you just nailed it with that.
There you go.
That's right.
All right. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy. She looks
Okay. I have a bottle of Cedar Ridge straight rye whiskey.
Okay.
I bought this at the ABV Barrel Shop.
Oh, nice. That's a good buy.
It has the price tag on it.
Oh, that's from the record then.
World record. Oh, shit.
Oh, wow. That was worth it. That was
God,
worth the 20 minutes.
The dramatic
that was a lot
pause
of work.
was something.
Yeah.
I was about to see if you're going to red flag her for going over her time, but I guess not.
I know the clock had started. All right, Ryan, you're next.
I throw it down to those guys down in Denver. A little Stranahan's Diamond Peak. A little extra añejo tequila cask finish.
Oh, añejo.
Añejo. Oh, squeaky.
You think a billionaire can find a cork pop?
Right. Or a
Kathy,
microphone.
I'm terrible.
A microphone, yeah. All right, McNew, you're next.
So it's not an alien, but it's a werewolf. I have the Lucaroo from Cardinal Spirits out of Indiana.
Lucatero.
So werewolf.
You laughed over your own cork pop.
Yeah, she sure did, didn't she?
You laughed over your own cork pop. You could have had it, but Kathy still has the lead.
I don't think it was good. It's one of those weird. It wasn't going to do anything.
All right, Von Nieters is next.
Well, we were talking about phenomenons and whatnot. I have
Phenomenon.
phenomenon.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
Copper Dome
Da, 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 da.
single barrel.
Phenomena.
Nothing.
Nothing. KK has the lead. Hers was really good, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm going back to this one.
Yeah.
I was gonna go for the win after hearing Von Nieters' weak effort, but E.H. Taylor, well loved bottle.
Is that a last show pour?
Phenomenon.
No, because it's not the last show. So yeah. Well. Swide on the set. Oh, Basie. That could be enough.
Basie, that's
Nothing.
a stretch.
I didn't even hear
That
it.
could be
There
enough
was
to win it,
nothing.
folks. That was
I felt like I heard a fingernail scratch against.
beautiful bass. Beautiful
You're in
bass.
full
We're gonna go
Tim's
to our
Wyatt
judge
mode tonight.
McNew, who's looking lovely tonight. We're gonna go to her, and she is going to tell us who won, Kathy or I.
I'm not even in the running.
It was KK.
Damn it!
Easy choice.
Ooh, sorry.
KK wins. Cheers to her. All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the best distilleries in a given state. Are there any out there that we can lock in? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is Denny Kennard, and my altar drinking Edo is Freddie Miller. I'll drink to that.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are talking best distilleries by state.
Yes, we are. Do you remember the guy's name, McNew?
Yeah, hold on. It's in a screenshot I have.
Isn't it like
Let me-
McNutt or
Yeah.
McPratt or something? Or...
Yeah, no, we should give him credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
Hold on.
he came up with the idea, so we should. Give him
So
credit.
this was posted in Bourbon Real Talk Community. It's a
Okay.
Facebook group, and his name was Shane McNutt.
Shane McNutt. Okay, I was right, McNutt. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Shane McNutt came up with this idea, and we're not debating what he's doing. We're just trying to see, is there any we can lock in? And to lock in, all 5 of us have to agree. And if there's like debate, then it's not a state I think we should lock in. So is there anybody out there who can think they can shore up a state, throw something out there, and then if we all agree, boom, that's locked in.
Sorry, go ahead, Katie.
I'm locking in Cedar Ridge.
Cedar
Yes.
Ridge in Iowa. I don't think there's
Solid.
anybody better than Iowa. I think
Yeah.
I'm with that.
I think that one was easy.
I think we can all agree on
KK
that.
has,
That's
KK has a
low-hanging
point.
fruit. Yep. Good one to start
KK
with.
gets a point. Okay. I think in Alabama, Detling.
Ooh,
Easy.
nice.
I'm not going to argue that.
Not familiar with him, so I can't argue against it. So I'm with you.
There you go. Thank you. Yes. Danny. Appreciate
Point
it.
for Steve.
Channeling Danny right there. Yeah.
Right?
I've never tried that, so I guess I'm going
It is
to.
obviously the best.
All right, that's 2 of them right there. So two states out of 50, and
I got one.
okay.
California, Golden Beaver.
Yes, I would say yes. I'd vote for that. So I'll say yes.
So there are a lot of things coming out of California, but
Okay.
a lot of them, of course, were blended or they're finishing in some weird fucking way. So I'm going to go Golden Beaver because they're genuinely making their own products.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're close to
Okay.
locking.
The other thing I've had out of California that I liked was from, I don't know how Darren said it.
Potrero.
Protero. I've had their stuff and it's good. It's in San Francisco,
It is
but
good.
I don't know enough about them, so
Right.
I will also vote Golden Beaver.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Other ones we think we can lock in.
So
What
they
about
have
Illinois?
Hard Truth for Indiana, and I do agree with that because, like, yes, we have MGP, but that's like let's not.
They count. One of his rules was they can't be big
Oh.
heritage, and MGP has to fit in that. They're huge, so they got to fit
Yeah.
in that.
So I'm going to count them out. But I was also thinking Jason at Old 55, but that's not on a lot of people's radar. One for price, one for he's not distributing everywhere. Hard Truth is getting out there now, so I will go with Hard Truth for being one of Indiana's best.
Okay. Is Hard Truth the best out of Indiana? Can they
I'm gonna
secure
say
all?
no.
I'd back up McNew on that one.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm saying no.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I love Hard Truth. I have many of their bottles, but I think Jason Fruits is doing something better.
Right. I have to agree with Kathy there.
So I
And-
get that
yeah.
point too. But when you think like by state, like who is bringing people to the state, Hard Truth is like kind of a destination. Newtown, Indiana is not. Love you,
Right.
Jason, but it's
But what Jason can say though is try the whiskey. Let's sit down and do a blind tasting, my whiskey versus theirs. And if they can win that, that's hard to say that. Well, Hard
Yeah.
Truth is cool because they do boat tours and all kind of ATV tours. They're better. That's a tough.
yeah, whiskey to whiskey, I do think Jason would win.
Right.
So-
Shouldn't we set that as the standard? Is that we're talking whiskey to whiskey and not the experience?
Right.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fair. So I'm gonna backpedal, but I'm not mad at him for that.
I think the headline is that one's up for debate. That one's we can't lock that one in. We have to leave that one open.
What about going up to the northwest and Washington westward?
Westward. Westland? What about
Westland?
Westland?
Westland, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Westland.
What am I thinking of there?
I think Westland.
Westland,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I mean,
And I don't have an argument against it. So
you're right. I don't either.
I don't have a vote because I don't know Washington whiskey.
Right.
yeah. I'm
I
unfamiliar.
think Westland probably can lock it in for sure. I mean,
I think so too.
yeah. I where does Washington rank on the states? Kind of low though.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you.
So that's
Here-
what I was saying.
here-
A lot of them a lot of our main states had boats in, which like made sense, but there were states that ignored. Like Maryland had nothing, and I think Sagamore Spirit, you got to give it to them. They've started making their own stuff.
Yeah,
So,
Sagamore. Yeah.
yeah.
I think I can get behind that one.
Here in Colorado, I'm going to throw out Leopold's. Man,
That is the one I would give to Colorado.
I
get on board
honestly
with
think
that.
that's the answer, but I didn't want to piss anybody off. But I think
No, that's
you had to.
I'm
I
putting
mean,
it out
Todd Leopold.
there. He's on
I
a different
think-
level, man.
Todd Leopold might be America's greatest distiller. And this is a debate, something you got to talk about. And there's other people that are certainly in the mix, but he's in that discussion. And
Sure.
I think that's worthy of being the best representative of the state.
He's somebody that we've always looked up to, man. I tell you what.
I'll tell you what, he doesn't get the respect he deserves, though. God damn. Seems like everybody
But I
should be
don't
asking
think
for his
he's
respect.
worried about it.
I don't think he is either. I don't think he has a hard time sleeping at night. But
I think
he's in his
we want to
bubble
keep it
and
that
he's
way, though.
loving it.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, because it should be more desired. There should never be a situation where they're marking down 3-chamber because they can't sell it. I'm sorry, that's not what should be happening. And I see that in Missouri. I see people marking it down for below cost because they just want to get rid of it. I wish I could buy it and then sell it in my store because I can sell it, but that'd be illegal, so I don't do that.
Right.
But I'd like to.
I was at an event at your store last night, and someone expressed how they traded a
Oh, yeah.
3-chamber
It's
for like
ridiculous.
4 bottles of other whiskeys. And that was the worst decision they ever made.
Right, I agree.
Worst decision they ever made.
I'll take the 3-chamber and you can have the other 4 bottles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't think that says anything bad about the other distillers in Colorado. There are a lot of really good distillers in
Yeah.
Colorado.
Todd's on his own level out there. So
Right.
He really is.
thanks, Von Nieters.
Well.
Solid.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
What about Louisiana or someone else down in the South, Florida, Georgia? Anything coming out of there that
I think Florida is Augusta. And that's the one he had. I think that's the right one. Now, again, I don't think Florida is a very strong state. I think that there's and I'm not real familiar with the whiskey scene there. So I think long term, maybe things can be righted. But yeah, the climate's tough. There's a lot of things working against Florida, and I love Florida. So I don't want to bash Florida. But I think as far as a whiskey making haven, it's a tough area.
So here's a state that has a tough climate that's been doing better with whiskey, Texas.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Who do you pick out of Texas?
I don't think we're going to agree on this one.
Yeah. And man, I love Garrison Brothers. I love those guys. But I think Iron Root is a distillery that can be put up against anybody's stuff.
both? You
I
just
think
took
it's,
my top 2 from me.
I think it's
Steve. I don't
Iron
know
Root.
what order I put those in, but those are my top 2.
yeah, and I think he had Iron Root, and a bunch of people were bitching about it.
Passionate?
Yeah,
Passionate.
I don't think you can be mad at Iron Root. Like Iron Root's solid. Garrison Brothers would also be close second. You could flip flop those any day.
I
and
like
that's
Garrison Brothers.
good
So, yeah.
representation of Texas whiskey.
Yeah, my
Because
vote
Garrison-
would be for Garrison.
Garrison. So we're not going to lock in Texas because Garrison is important in the world of craft distilling too. They're an early adopter, and they're I think so. That's hard to argue against. So yeah. So we got to leave that one up. We can't lock it in. I'll tell you one that they had locked in, and I tell you what, I see most people agreed with it. Missouri is Nobleton's Distilling House, 100%,
Absolutely.
100%. It's not even close. And so
I think he just went with the easy answer on that one.
yeah.
Yeah, he picked the cop out on that.
Yeah.
So
What about New York?
Kings County, I think, is the best.
Yeah.
And I love Taconic. I mean, there's other players up there that are good, but I think Kings County is a notch above.
And I think like Black Button does some cool shit, but they
Yeah.
kind of get forgotten because they're in a different region of
Yeah.
New York. Like they're not
Yeah.
New York City, but they're
Black
doing.
Button's good. Black Button's good. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you vote for Black Button? What do you think is the best in New York?
I'd go Kings County.
Kings County for me too.
Yeah, I like
They
Kings
do-
County.
I've had any.
Oh, I would lock it in with Kings County. You can't argue that they're not great.
What did you say, Von Nieters?
My vote's invalid. I don't think I've had any Kings County.
Oh,
So
we're going to toss him. KK?
Yeah.
Kings
I'm
County?
in for Kings County.
Kings County gets locked in for New York. So yeah.
So
I had
what
that at
about
a speakeasy in Louisville. It's a private speakeasy that you go into, and of course I paid out the billionaire's wallet for that night. I tasted some really good stuff, and one of them was from Kings County. So
Kings County, there you go. All right.
what's another tough state?
I think of America's armpit, Ohio. Watershed has to win.
None come to mind from Ohio to me, so I'm
I
not
don't
very
know.
familiar.
Which one did you say, McNew?
I said Watershed.
Watershed. They're out of Columbus, right?
Yes.
I think they're the best. Again, rougher area, but yeah, I think Watershed, because they got stuff that's over 10 years old. I mean, that's
They
pretty
do. And they're making like interesting stuff. I do like Watershed.
I saw they release some hazmat stuff too. So yeah, well, I'll go with them. Well, Watershed, Illinois, the ill side. To me, there's an obvious answer, but I want to see some of our
Few spirits comes to mind.
Few spirits, okay. What do you think, McNew?
I would say Stumpy's are now Old Monroe.
Old Monroe.
Yeah, Old Monroe is what I'd say.
So can we talk about his rebranding? How classy and pretty
Oh, it's
those
cool looking.
bottles
Yeah.
look. I love it.
The filigree inside the letters.
Oh my God. It's beautiful.
It's really pretty.
No,
Yeah.
I like the whole, I don't really like when companies rebrand, but I do like this a lot. I think it's good for them for the future. I love it.
And if you're going to go from something like the name Stumpy's, which is fun and lighthearted, to Old Monroe, and to take it to such a classic look and so beautiful. I mean,
There
look
it
at
is.
that.
Is that an homage to the old label, like the original?
No,
Old
I don't
Monroe,
think
or-
so.
okay.
Maybe there's some elements in there, but yeah, it's kind of its own look. So,
That is a
yeah.
cool looking brand there now, for sure.
Yeah. I think
is
they're the
neat,
best in
I like
Illinois, and I think it's not close. I don't know that most people have tried it though. I mean, I think it's a fall into Few Spirits or Caval or
Caval is the other one I was thinking of. Yeah, thank you.
They're not good. I mean,
I don't
I think
disagree
there are
with that.
better.
Yeah, I do too, and
Yeah.
I'm
So
trying to
I
think-
think they're fine. Like if you went there for its 4, you would be like, yeah, this is fine. This is decent. Like, but if you lined it up next to Stumpy's, you'd be like, no, this is clearly the winner.
Yeah, blind
nobody's-
tasting is what gets them.
Nobody's beating Stumpy's in a blind tasting out of Illinois. Nobody is. There's no way. So they should be locked in for Illinois. It's just most people don't know who they are and haven't tried it, so they can't legitimately do that. But we know, living in St. Louis, we know.
Well, that's me. I haven't tried their stuff yet, so next time I'm at the house
you need-
there, I'm gonna need to get a bottle.
You need to get on this. You need to
Yeah,
get on this, sir. Yeah.
Michigan?
Ooh, Michigan.
Ooh.
I want to hear what you guys have to say first.
I really do like Journeyman's.
Journeyman. What about?
I had fun at Journeyman's. That's a fun place to go. But Traverse City?
Traverse City?
Am I getting the wrong?
That's where I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Take me.
I'm going Traverse City.
Releases, Traverse City does things right too.
There's more up there too. That's a tough state to lock.
Yeah, Michigan's got a lot going on, and they
Wait
get
till we get to
forgotten.
Wisconsin.
Oh, I have strong feelings about Wisconsin, but what do you guys say about Wisconsin? We'll leave Michigan open. We'll say can't look
It's
loose.
open.
To me, it's the goat. The goat's the best.
That limousine ride, the limousine picks, the goat.
I love
Yeah.
the goat.
I think I'm going with
You
the
know,
goat.
it's tough because they have Wollersheim.
Yeah, I love Wollersheim too. By the way, underrated.
Totally underrated. J. Henry.
Yeah,
They have the family heritage there. They're doing a lot of really good stuff. But there might be a video on Steve's YouTube of or two of me having my experience at the Goat, and it was fantastic.
I love that place.
Yeah.
And how many barrels did we buy that day?
Four barrels that day.
4. How many
Yeah.
did we try?
The
12?
hundreds.
I mean, like the actual barrel pick.
Yeah.
the tour, but the
Okay.
actual barrel pick, weren't there like 14?
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
There were 14 different barrels, and
Yeah,
and we
then they
could
start-
go to 10.
Then they start pouring, samples from Jim Beam and stuff, breaking open decanters, skunks on them. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good time. That's a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like hanging. And then you always go to lunch after. I just like hanging out with those guys. They're fun to talk to.
You sit
And I
at
like-
the bar and you play pull tabs and you find
Yeah,
out
they always do that kind of stuff. Yeah.
what are they.
They're so damn Midwestern. Pull tabs are so
Pull tabs. Oh, yeah, you play
Pull
that when
tabs.
you're there. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
play
we
pull
have,
tabs.
We have a local bar we go to just to get wings. Not their drinks suck, but we go for wings
Yeah.
and we play pull tabs the whole time.
And what I love is the dynamic of hanging out with them. And you have Tom Moss, who wasn't there on this past one. You've got the owner, and then you got his son Nick Moss, and they're both crazy and all that, and they're fun, and they're big personalities. And then you got the guy in charge, who's not the only family member who's not there. The guy who's running the show is a guy by the name of Sean Dotson, and he's awesome in his own way.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was
he's-
so much fun. And
Yeah.
he was, no, that
Yeah.
was a.
He
Great
basically
experience.
has to run things. Yeah, it's
Well,
they
he
ask
has to
him. Yeah.
wrangle cats and
I know. Yeah.
a distillery.
Right. Yeah. Because dealing with those two big personalities he has to deal with, it's so funny to me that, it's the non-family member that's the non-owner, non-family member that runs the show. 100%. Yeah.
Checks.
Yeah. So he has to do what's best for the organization.
But you know what? It's not just that they're a personality and they're fun. It's that they really are distilling
Yeah.
good quality juice.
I love what they're doing. I love Dancing Goat. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I just love everything about them. So they're cool guys. So, yeah.
Anything in Wyoming or Montana that stand out for you guys?
Wyoming whiskey's solid, I think. So that seems like an easy one to lock in because there's not
Yeah.
a huge
Yeah,
amounts
there's
of.
not a lot happening there.
Yeah. So
If you asked half the women in America, they would say Montana is making Yellowstone.
Oh
Right,
God.
there you go. There you go. Yeah. They got Yellowstone, so they got that locked in. I thought Kentucky was easy to lock into for me. Does anybody disagree with this? Because you got to heritage doesn't count. So in the rules of this game, heritage doesn't count. So you can't be like, well, I mean, yeah, they're great, but it's got to be 4 rules. No, they're not.
No,
in the
it's
mix.
Neely Family Distillery.
I think it's Neely. I think it's Neely.
They have
really
a
do.
platinum in San Francisco
Right.
Yeah.
MFD.
Oh, I think they're the best distillery in Kentucky.
for a non-bourbon product.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
they're winning double golds with their whiskey. I
I mean, Royce is a kid. He got out of college and decided to open a distillery and slept in the.
yeah. Everyone can be like, well, he's an overnight success. No, he wasn't.
No.
I knew that guy when no one gave a damn, and he had plastic tubs he was fermenting in, and he's trying to get things going, and he lived at his distillery. Where did he live? There. And when all his friends were young and going out, you know where he lived and what he did? He just fucking sat at that distillery because it was just him and his grandfather working all day making the whiskey, just the two of them. Yeah, he's past that point now, and he's got crew and staff and people helping him out, and it's like, oh yeah, well, of course he's got it easy. No, that guy didn't have it easy. He gave up in like his 20s just fucking working away in a goddamn distillery.
He's still in his 20s, isn't he?
He's like 32 now.
I'm
He's still young.
He's 32
Not
now.
rags to riches, but it was like a bottom up story where it's
Yeah.
like you built yourself, you built an empire. Like he
Mhm.
did that.
And
Yeah.
it's not just rags to riches, it's heritage. He
Right.
took
Family story that he brought to life.
generations.
Yeah.
So if you toss out all the big guys and say they're not eligible to be consideration here, I think it's Neely, and I think it's a runaway.
Yeah.
So
Then, yeah.
I think it's when you think about the competitive nature of when we're talking about favorite whiskey distilleries, I think it's tough in a lot of states, but I think in Kentucky, believe it or not, it's easy. I think Royce is a standout above all the other ones. So.
He is. The only competition I would see was like Peerless because they had a great story,
Oh.
but I'm still gonna go with Neely. But
Yeah, well,
So what
About
about
Tennessee?
Tennessee?
Oh,
I don't want to touch Tennessee. I'm not dealing with Tennessee.
Tennessee. I mean, I would assume Chattanooga, right? Because again, you got to throw out the big guys. So Jack Daniels is out. I would assume Dickel's out based on their size.
Yeah, and Uncle Nearest wasn't making their own is not that
Oh,
they're still not making their own. Yeah, they're still is not set up
for this purpose. They would be my choice otherwise, but we can't include them right now. So
I think it's Chattanooga.
I think.
I disagree. We're gonna have to leave this one open because I'm going into Roland.
NB Roland is in Kentucky.
They're in Kentucky.
Is
They're
it?
Pembroke,
They're
Kentucky.
in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I thought that was Tennessee.
No,
They're close. They're close.
It's a trick they play on you.
Yeah, I knew
Talk
it.
about Leatherwood though.
Those stupid lines.
Leatherwood.
So is Leatherwood in Tennessee or is
Leatherwood's in Tennessee. Yeah.
Well, then
They're in
I'm
Tennessee.
going Leatherwood.
Leatherwood. So there you go. Tennessee
Tennessee's
must stay open.
still then.
Tennessee stays open.
This is a call out to Kaylee Baker and Leatherwood.
There you
Kaylee,
go.
I love you so much. I'm going to go Leatherwood.
Leatherwood.
I vote just for Kaylee. Not
Vote for
Leatherwood.
Kaylee.
Kaylee
Gets a vote.
Kaylee gets the vote.
You should get the vote. That's a hard-working woman.
That's my girl. I love her.
This is true. What else? Any other states? We talked about.
We kind of should have gone in order. We're kind of all over the place.
We are all over the place, but it
That's
looks
okay.
like there's so many states that get forgotten that we're just kind of like, I don't know.
This is true.
What about the Carolinas? Anything out there?
Mm.
See, that's why.
Yeah.
Not getting a lot of attention.
Yeah. Oh, one we didn't talk about, Virginia. There's some really good whiskey made in Virginia.
I think we have to say, hold on.
Silverback?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
The word left my whole head. But yeah, Silverback, I think, is Virginia.
Yeah.
How many New Orleans have they won now?
Oh, yeah. Every one of them.
Every
Yeah,
New
basically.
Orleans Bourbon Festival has
And
been
they
won by
show up
Silverback.
Taking
Yeah.
hardware
Yeah.
home. They're killing it.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a look at some of the standouts. We could go state by state, and
Yeah.
But
So, If
those,
you're from a state we didn't mention, send us your recommend. I need
Hello?
McNew
In
just
the middle of
faded out in the
her
middle of
she
stuff.
muted herself.
She muted herself and decided she's done with the topic. She got bored. McNew got bored with her own talk. Yeah.
I think she meant to say, send us your recommendations in the comments,
There you
Yeah.
go. There you
no, tell us where
which are
you're from.
important to us.
Yes, they are important to us.
Yeah.
I had a cough. I'm sorry.
go. Yeah.
KK, you got back up there, McNew. KK's on it.
Yeah, KK got you. So she had your back. So there you go. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Find Nieters, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Von Nieters.
All right. Up next is KK.
You can find me trying to figure out the best distilleries in all the states we did not talk about tonight, and on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
All right. Ryan.
Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey, and our website's 10thwhiskey.com. It's 10th, whiskey with an E.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and you could also find me voting for Stolen Wolf for Pennsylvania. I think that the best there for sure, but we'll see. We didn't talk about that one, but I think they are for sure. Also, check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Everything that we do is out there. It's very convenient that all of our stuff is out there, and of course. That was abvnetwork.com, I meant to say. And abvbarrelshop.com is where you can come by and see us. I messed up my own plug because I added that little cute thing in there. And I need to work off a script, apparently. So, but yeah, come by and see us, ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy, abvbarrelshop.com. Also, check out Bourbon Palooza while you're looking around. You never know what sort of events we have going on. Bourbonpalooza.com is the home for the ABV Network's events and activities. All right, McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I do agree with your Pennsylvania choice, but I would also like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Guys.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.